Hello and welcome to another Xmas Beer review in a quite cool beer room tonight, hence the thermals, the body warmer, although the heated element is not on at the moment, so but it will do in the winter months. Should be great for the winter beer reviews. I'm looking forward to it, really, and obviously the hat. Today we're going over to Woodfordes Brewery. Very kindly gifted to me from Woodfordes Brewery, you know, and it's important that I say that, you know. I haven't seen this on sale anywhere in Nottingham yet, and you know, to get, you know, it's Tinsel Toes. It's a fantastic beer. You can also get it in a beer kit. It's on sale now at Creative Winemaking and possibly also at Love Brewing. So, you know, two amazing homebrew shops that I absolutely support, you know, and possibly also over at Woodfordes Brewery themselves. So I do apologise to Woodfordes Brewery for that. This is a Christmas beer. We are doing a early Christmas beer review. Who cares, eh? Let's get, I love Christmas. Absolutely love Christmas. Polar Express, best film ever, but also Elf. And Christmas Carol as well. I could go on and on because I love Christmas films. So obviously this is Tinsel Toes. It's a Christmas ale. It's 4.4%. Let's read on the back whatever it says. So this festive brew is full of rich and spicy fruit flavours paired with a blend of roasted malts and hops. Creates a perfectly balanced Christmas treat. You see dark. You smell citrusy. You taste spicy and fruity. Bitter, 3 out of 5. Sweet, 3 out of 5. There you go. I absolutely love that. It's simple. You know, the description of the beer. Bitterness, sweetness. You know, there's breweries out there who release beer. Put single malt, single hop, and it's like, what does that mean? You know, and yeah, as a beer reviewer, yeah, an unpaid beer reviewer, but you know, as a beer reviewer, you know, or somebody who just likes a beer and talks about it, but you know, yeah, I mean, for us, you know, you have to think of the flavours, what it is and what it isn't. But as somebody who buys a beer, that is fantastic. You know, it gives, you'll read that and you'll think, well, it's Christmassy beer, citrusy, spicy and all that, fruity. And it gives, you know, a hint of what to expect. Tinsel Toes also is a homebrew kit. I will hopefully brew it this year. It's my aspiration to brew it for Christmas this year. Not play around, brew it as is, you know, whatever, however it comes, brew it as is. So today, because I haven't got any other glasses, we're using the St. Peter's glass. Now, I pray that St. Peter's and Woodfordes are big friends. I've never seen a collaboration between the two. A Suffolk brewery and a Norfolk brewery. With beer kits that are actually both made by Muntons, funnily enough. And, you know, two breweries, for me, that are two of the best breweries in the UK. I absolutely love St. Peter's and I absolutely love Woodfordes. Why? Because you can brew their beers. So, if you are on a challenged wage, and how many of us are these days, there's lots of us doing that. Quite a dark amber pour there with a white head, as you can see. So what does it say? See, dark. Yeah, it is dark, like a dark amber. For me, Woodfordes and St. Peter's, it's like, wow. So literally, between the two of them, you've got something like 10 or 11 beer kits. Plum Porter, Cream Stout, Ruby Red, Golden Ale, IPA from St. Peter's. From Woodfordes, Wary, Nog, Nelson's Revenge, Admiral's Reserve, used to be Headcracker, Tinsel Toes. I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one. I know I am. I'm not going to look at my phone. But yeah, and all these kits you can make yourself. Make the beers yourself. How amazing is that? You don't have to mess about. You don't have to add more sugar or play about any more than you need to. You know, stick to the instructions. Nog, which is a dark beer from Woodfordes, is the other one. There may be another one, you know. I'm sure I'm missing one. But anyway, let's go back to the beer itself. So, Tinsel Toes. Oh, well, I've not seen this for ages. So yeah, very dark amber, would you say? Lovely white head. It's even getting bigger on the top. There we go. Oh, 6 minutes in, I ain't even had a drink yet. That's me rattling. Do apologise. A Xmas Beer review is always a long beer review, and you know, if you don't understand the fact that I absolutely love what I do, then yeah. Citrusy, malty aroma coming off. Touch of fruitiness there. Right, let's dive in because I'm getting thirsty now. Oh. But yeah, I absolutely love a modern traditional beer. So, citrusy, a lovely fruitiness there on the taste. I could brew this. Oh. At the end of all, after my holiday, or in between my holiday, depends. Probably after my holiday, I'm going to, you know, purchase a load of new beer kits ready for Christmas, and yeah, probably 4 or 5 beer kits all in one go. Don't tell the wife though. Now, I love craft beer. I love modern traditional. Basically, I love all beer. Apart from farmhouse. But yeah. I know garden. Yeah. But yeah, you can't beat a decent modern traditional beer. Tinsel Toes. You know, this is a Christmas beer. And who doesn't love a Christmas beer, you know? And for me, a Christmas beer, for me, is a darker beer. Not really a light beer. There are light, you know, Christmassy beers out there. You know, so it's all in the name anyway. But for me, Tinsel Toes is the sort of beer, being fruity, bit of citrus, dark in appearance. Certainly is that sort of beer that Xmas Beer reviews I could quaff on that. And again, I'm hoping that the good people at the Victoria Hotel in Beeston have this on cask near Christmas. You know, for me, there's nothing better to go into the pub near Christmas and to have, you know, a whole host of Christmassy beers, and it's like, oh, Raggy's in heaven. And again, you know, whatever age you are, yes, I'm actually 54. Hold on a minute. Yeah, 54. I forget my age sometimes. But 54. But I'm still as Christmassy as they come. I love Christmas movies. I love buying Christmas presents. I love splurging at Christmas. You know, for me, there's nothing better to give, and give as much as you can, really. You know, not as much these days as maybe we did 20 years ago or 10 years ago. when the money was more plentiful. It does seem to be getting tighter as years goes on, which is sad, you know. But the governments and the world are in these days. I'm sure they're trying to make everyone poor, and that includes pubs. But there's, for me, nothing better than a Christmassy, you know, in Christmas, you know, you wait all year for it, you build up to it, you watch Christmassy films, and the feel-good factor comes through, and I absolutely love that. I do. You know, for me, there's nothing better than, you know, the goodness, the goodness of the world. You know, watching Christmassy films that bring out the goodness. There's nothing better, you know. Where we are these days is a challenging place, you know, make no bones about it. You know, the world is challenging, but if all of us do our best to be good, you know, and then, you know, for the most part, we can come away from darkness and whatever that entails. But yeah, Tinsel Toes. Oh. Look at the lacing on the glass. It's like Christmas in a glass, isn't it? You know, it just looks like a snowstorm in a glass with a nice drop of beer at the end of it. Job's a good one. It does, doesn't it? It just looks like a snowstorm in a glass. There's any left? Oh, that was a bonus, wasn't it? And I bet there's people out there thinking, is he half drunk? No, not half drunk. Just jolly. But yeah. Tinsel Toes, a snowstorm in a glass. Look at that. Yeah. I know it's the St. Peter's glass, so don't hate me. But, you know, they are mates. All in East Anglia. Two amazing breweries. Both do beer kits as well. You know, my admiration for both breweries is off the charts. I will, over the next year, brew every beer from both breweries that is on in the beer kit. So that was outstanding. I've got to be careful because I'm rattling over my time. Plus the wife will be up the house thinking, my gosh, he's talking to loads. Tinsel Toes, the first Christmas ale for me of 2025. Well, the later part at least. A big massive thank you to Woodfordes for actually gifting this beer to the channel. It's a beer I wanted to get anyway, you know. I mean, yeah, it's like a Christmas present already. We're only in October. But yeah, an absolute beer of Christmas for me. Would I drink this again? Are you joking? Yeah, the answer is absolutely yes. It's a beer that I want to try and cask, but it's also a beer I want to brew as well. And I'm surprised I've not brewed it before. I think it's one that seems to go out, you know, get sold out pretty quickly, to be fair. So I assume that there's, you know, so many made at Muntons, and literally it sells out quickly, you know, which is always a good sign anyway. For me, yeah, a very good citrusy, fruity beer. Delivers a lot of good flavour. Fantastic lacing on the glass. It is a very nice beer. For me, a good 4.55 out of 5. A good start to Christmas. And that's my review. Thank you for watching. See you soon.